Hi everybody, this is Rose of Sharon and I'm back again with another book review. I just recently read Green-Eyed Demon by Jane Wells, and this is part of the Sabina Cain novels. And if you know anything about vampire lore, you're aware that vampires are the children of Cain and Lilith. And this also perpetuates that myth. I like to think that there's certain truth to that, but of course we may never know, and this lifetime it might just be hearsay for all we know. Well, we do know that there are energy vampires that are amongst us, but despite that, she is herself a vampire, and of course she has the entourage of a demon named Gilgal, and she just calls him G for short. And Brooks is another character who later on dresses in drag and completely floors them. They don't even recognize him when they first see him because he's going by a completely different stage name, but he's rocking these kitten heels and looking absolutely fabulous. um, it takes place in New Orleans during Halloween, which honestly I would love to go to New Orleans at this time. I've never been. I've always wanted to see it. I love Cajun culture, the language, the drawl. It's very sexy. I love that part of the country, and just the fact that it's so steeped in voodoo, and it's just interesting to me, but also terrifying. But I know I would be completely fine. The book is also steeped in that kind of mythology and religion, or magical practices. And it's extremely well written, but my only nag is it ends on a cliffhanger. And of course, this is the only book in the series that I've been able to read. I may not be able to read other books in the series unless I ask my friend if he has them. I don't know if he does or not, but he let me borrow this, and I'm very grateful for that. But I'd never read anything by Jay before, and she is very straightforward. She's blunt, and I like the way that she describes just this whole setting and how foreboding it is, especially since it's probably the eeriest time of the year. And yeah, everything fits extremely well within the ambiance of the story, and it just lends itself to making you feel a little bit on edge, which I like about dark fantasy. It has that up in the air ending that you're just waiting for the next book in order to figure out, well, what's going to happen next. And now I need to know, but maybe I'll figure it out at some point in time. But that's all I wanted to tell you about Green-Eyed Demon. I'm still writing quite a few things. As soon as I finish my MBA, I am considering learning how to do animation. Maybe I'll set up another channel to do that on. Who knows? But it's something I've always wanted to do. I'll learn animation by myself. I don't want to go to school for it because I can't afford it. And I just think I have the talent, and I know it's going to take a lot of time, because I remember there was a guy I used to have contact with. I don't know his real name, but he was known as the People's Cartoonist. I had contact with him, and if you're out there, hey, how you doing? Remember me? I've changed. I'm still the sunny person that you know and love. However, I've matured over a long period of time, and death will do that to a person. Yeah, really quick. But despite that, I have I have an old soul, but yet I have the spirit of a 16-year-old. People's Cartoonist is extremely talented, but he's married. I don't know if he has kids now, but like me, he was a big fan of TMBG, and yay, TMBG. And he had a lot of influence with Oscar the Roses is where he got most of his inspiration. You could see that in just the way he drew. Now, for my inspiration, it's definitely Miyazaki. It's a combination of Miyazaki, Matt Groening, and Disney. So it's all those things mashed into one, but I definitely think that I take my style more from Miyazaki because it shows. Um, I really don't know what else to say, honestly, about what I'm doing and what's going on. But there's quite a few things that are happening. A lot of it's changing, and I think for the better. But I'm really eager to see what's going to happen next. And I'll keep you on the update as to anything that may change or transform over time. But so far, everything is great. All is well, and I couldn't be happier. So, till next time, live long, prosper. Ciao, Tootsie.